Like and subscribe right now, or the spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. With just about everyone in the world right now owning a smartphone, it's become quite easy to capture out-of-the-ordinary occurrences as they happen. And thanks to the internet, most people around the world get to see them. While others may have intended to record these strange occurrences on video, most people just happen to get these incredibly fascinating clips completely by chance, when they never intended to do so in the first place. These types of videos always pique the interest of many viewers around the world. Aren't you excited to see what we have in store for you on this list today? Let's do this. Number 1. Unknown creature near cave. Caves should be among the most creepiest places to be at any given time. Despite this, some people seem to like the adrenaline rush and would go near, or even worse, go into such caves for what they call exploration. This group of tourists was in for a huge surprise when they visited this specific cave. The presence of these odd-looking creatures is one thing, but how they looked is another. The creatures acted very calmly and even continued doing whatever it was they were doing, totally unbothered by the tourists and boats with their phones out. If you give it enough thought, these creatures sure look like something in between a human and a primate. Could this be another evolution thing going on right now? I wish Charles Darwin was still around to help us out with this one. Number 2. Half human, half hyena. It seemed like someone was getting lonely in the village and decided to go on a special date with a female hyena. I'm just saying, people are crazy out there. Whatever this is, I wouldn't call it normal. Would you? I mean, take a closer look at it. This type of creature should only exist in horror films, and occasionally in nightmares. How in the world would you explain this? A creature that's equal parts human and beast. You wouldn't want to get any closer to this creature because of how creepy it appears. Who knows what it can do to you? Wow, the person filming this is extremely daring because they followed it around to get a better view of it. Braver than me, that's for sure. After the video took the internet by storm in South Africa, residents of Limpopo, where the creature is said to have been seen, went into full-blown panic mode and even allegedly planned a search party for it. It must have caused some of them a couple of sleepless nights to reach that decision. I would call in sick to the search party for obvious reasons. The thing might be lethal, and there's no way I would go near it. Number 3. Fox-human creature at the zoo. Watching this as a kid would have freaked the hell out of you. Growing up years later and understanding that it wasn't all real would be a relief and quite a disappointment too, considering how you used to tell stories to your buddies about this weird creature you saw at the zoo. Imagine a fox with a human head. Oh, it can talk too. Well, this one is sure full of surprises. What else could it do? Could it get out of the cage and perhaps run after a few tourists? Getting out of the cage would blow this man's cover, and the only thing dead would probably be his acting career. Aside from that, the fox with a human head idea is a traditional and mythical creature on this side of the world. Now you get why these tourists seem so excited, right? Number 4. A mysterious humanoid. The question remains, where do human beings get the nerve to pull out their phones to record in compromising situations like this one? In the middle of the night, out in the middle of nowhere, a group of friends, probably coming from a late-night party or something, may have made the most shocking discovery in years. Could aliens have been among us all this time? As crazy as that sounds, I can't think of a better explanation to describe the creature captured in this video. It gives you chills just to watch and think about it for a few seconds. I can't imagine the poor people on motorbikes that night. They must have been terrified. Don't you agree? Number 5. A person with a strange hat. Strange things are happening out there for sure. It's a good thing cameras can occasionally capture these unusual occurrences. A security camera in a Texas zoo captured what went on to become an internet sensation. This quite odd creature was the topic of discussion across the internet, making internet users debate whether it was something to worry about or just another dude who likes walking around in the night with weird costumes. Honestly, it's hard to tell. Looking at the picture freaks you out, even before you start making judgments on whether it's real or not. The idea of whether this was an alien wasn't left behind either, with many speculating the same. If this were a man wearing a strange hat, as they say, then he sure was too excited for Halloween that year that he had to try on his costume months before. Number 6. Strange elf. A real-life elf! This has to be one of the scariest videos ever captured by a motion sensor security camera. Though we can't exactly determine what this creature was, we have to agree that it's not normal. I mean, who does a chicken dance on the driveway in the middle of the night? For a moment there, I thought, why would an alien creature travel millions of light years to Earth only to make a ridiculous chicken dance at a specific driveway? There's only one creature that I could think of right now, and that has to be the Dobby from the Harry Potter movies. Everything from the legs to his head closely resembles him, and that discovery could just be the creepiest thing to ever be made in centuries. What if such creatures do exist? That would change everything we believe as humans. There are so many questions raised by this, and it seems that we're not getting any answers anytime soon. Number 7. Skinned snake. Check this out. First of all, this is quite disturbing. Just when you thought you'd seen it all. Of all the animals on the planet, why would anyone choose to skin a snake alive? Okay, if I'm being honest, whoever this was about to eat this creature, because what else would it be doing on a kitchen counter? Now, this is what you call guts, and I mean that both figuratively and literally in this case. I don't want to imagine what this snake was going through at this moment, just moving about on someone's kitchen counter. Wait until it stumbles upon salt or other ingredients like pepper and lemon, maybe. Oh man, what a horrible way to go. Number 8. Weird snake creature. Jeepers creepers! What exactly is this creature supposed to be? At first glance, it looks like a very weird snake with a not-so-good-looking old man's face. Could it be the other way around? An old man with a snake's body? I mean, after all, it's trivial and confusing. I would add scary to that because this isn't what you see on a regular visit to the park or zoo. Is it? No, it isn't. The ability of both the creature and the person recording to stay calm is mind-blowing. Honestly, I don't think any sane person would go an inch closer to this creature with no name yet. I can't wait to hear what the scientists will call this creature. It should be interesting. Number 9. Unidentified animal. As a result of this, we may need to think more about what else exists beneath the ground besides roots and whatever else is there. This is a strange and unexplainable creature discovered in the ground. Sure, it takes the shape of a snake and moves like a fish, but it has a dog's attitude. This most definitely can't be a dog, of course. What we know for sure is that this little and peculiar creature pretty much scared the hell out of the excavator itself, let alone the digger. The least he could do was pull out his phone to record while carefully digging out the creature. Good thing this isn't a horror movie because I wouldn't want to imagine the reaction of this man when the creature suddenly jumps aggressively in his direction. Number 10. Tasmanian tiger spotted. This creature is thought to have gone extinct almost 100 years ago. But did it? Well, recent sightings of this animal have proven that they still do exist. From a distance, this could seem like a fox or a mere dog. But a closer look will reveal the unique body structure that distinguishes it from its lookalikes. Just like you, I'm a bit confused. I mean, why would they call a dog a tiger? But that's a story for another day. Thanks to the person who recorded this, we now have a chance to know of the existence of such an interesting creature. I wish they could be available for taming. I mean, this is exactly the kind of dog, or tiger in this case, that I would like to own. Do you know what I'd call it? Tiger! I know. I can't stand how creative I am sometimes. Until next time, adios.